Hey you guys. So today I just wanted to start my new channel off, and wanted to talk like about the background and things of that nature. Okay, you guys. Hopefully I don't get too upset or anything, but of course you guys need to know the background. So last year in January I got pregnant. I didn't know until February 9th, which is the day before my birthday. I found out because I had to go to the ER for, I don't know, my stomach was hurting really bad, and they found a cyst. And then the doctor, I was there the whole time, my husband and we went up there, and they told me that there was a cyst. And then they were like, "Did the doctor tell you that you were pregnant?" And I was confused. I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I didn't ask them or anything because I didn't want to sound stupid. So I asked my husband when um the doctor or the nurse, whoever she was, when she walked out, I asked my husband, I was like, "Does that mean that I'm pregnant?" He was like, "No, because they would have told you if you were." So I was confused or whatever. So I made him get me a pregnancy test. And then we went to his friend's barracks room because he's in the military. And we went to his friend's barracks room. And I went into his bathroom and I peed on the stick. And yeah, that's how I found out that, yeah, I really was. So I was so excited and everything. I was nervous about telling my family, but I don't know, I was just nervous. So I told my grandma first, my auntie found out, and then I told my mom. And they were all excited. My mom even went out and bought like a pair of little sippy cups or whatever, even though the baby wouldn't have been able to use that for a while. But she did. So then enters March, and there's like dark, like brown spotting or whatever. And at this time, I had a job and I was going to school. I had a job that was, what was it, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I was doing weekends, and then I changed it to every day of the week. So I was doing that, and then I had school from 5:30 to 10. And one night when I was coming from school, I was like, I need to go to the ER. So I took myself. Um, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a part. Before that, we went to the doctor and everything, and the doctor said they couldn't see the baby. So I automatically knew what that meant. I was like, okay, so something's wrong. Like, there's no baby. What's going on? And like my heart dropped as soon as I saw the picture because she was showing us the ultrasound. My heart dropped because there was no baby in the picture. And so that broke my heart. And she was like, well, maybe you're just too early. But I already knew that there's no possible way. Like, no. So I knew I wasn't too early. So I already knew that something bad was going to happen. Okay, now fast forward to I was in class and everything. And so I was like, I don't feel right. Like, so I ended up going to the ER. And I was alone when I went because I had told my husband that I was going just to check on the baby. But I already knew something was wrong. So he told me just to call him if I needed him. Um, and yeah, so I went to the ER and waited, and then that's when, like, I waited like 8 or 9 hours. I want to say 9 hours up at the hospital by myself, talking back and forth with my best friend. And that's when they told me that I did have a miscarriage and that it was a blighted ovum. And before I called it a blighted ovum, I called it a fake pregnancy. But I learned not to call it that because I said that to somebody before. They asked me if I had kids, and I was like, no, or whatever. And then I said that I had a fake pregnancy. And she thought I meant that I made up the pregnancy in my mind, but that's not what I meant at all. So I was like, let me not call it that before people think I'm just losing my mind. But no, that's not what happened at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to set y'all up straight so I don't have to keep holding y'all. I guess I'll move over some. But yeah, so I went home and I was crying and I went into the guest room and slept there because I was just upset because I did call my husband and ask him to come up here, but he told me he didn't have any gas, so yeah. So I was very upset. I didn't want to talk to anybody or anything. And then at that time, I had found out that my husband's friend, she was pregnant also, and I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to be her friend or anything because it was just too hard for me. Like, I just couldn't figure out why. Like, why couldn't I have my baby and she could have hers? I just kept thinking it wasn't fair. Like, for the longest time, I couldn't look at people and it just hurt. I ended up leaving school because the day that I was having the miscarriage, I was supposed to take a test and I didn't, and they told me I didn't have to be there. I could just come back and take it at the start of the next class, and they didn't let me, and I had to see it, and I didn't want to accept that because I feel like that wasn't fair. Like, that's not what I earned. And yeah, so that's what happened. I hope you guys, I don't know, got something out of my video. I don't want to say you guys enjoyed it because I don't want to think that you guys enjoyed my pain and everything. And I'm like so proud of myself for not crying because normally I cry always about it. Even when I had a job interview last month, like she asked me why I left the job and I told her for medical reasons. But in that job, you basically did, it was basically, okay, imagine a McDonald's, but in that McDonald's you do everything, like every single thing you do it. So that's what it was like, and it was only one person on each, like, at a time, so one person doing everything in there, and it was like a snack bar or whatever, so it was just stressful, and you had to lift things and all that kind of stuff, and that wasn't good for my body, especially with what I was going through, and it just hurt to talk about it so much. Like, I feel like I'm getting better, and I think it's because of my best friend. She did just have my godson, and I feel like just being able to see him and everything, it makes it better. And it makes me not as, like, upset, you know? But, yeah, so I hope you guys got something out of my video. And if you did, make sure to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.